Hi there, my name is Kronenberg and welcome to my channel. This is a game review of Insecticide Part 1, an action-adventure indie detective game. The developer is Crackpot Entertainment, the publisher is Missing Link Games. It came out in 2008, it's got mostly positive reviews and it's currently for £2.09 in Steam. It's got a single player and it's for Windows XP and Vista. It's actually got a Metacritic of 65. Enter the fast-shooting world of Insecticide as hotshot rookie detective Chris List and help solve a crime of epic proportions. Lead your team on a bug hunt collecting clues and solving puzzles. Use old-fashioned street smarts, unique insect abilities, and an arsenal of ingenious bug weapons to confront your suspects. Explore a futuristic world of mutant insects and uncover the truth in a city infested with corruption. Now, when I say I've completed the game, I've completed as best as I can of this game. There is only a part 1, there is no part 2 on Steam. I don't know. I think that they released it as a video, believe it or not, in YouTube, but they didn't actually do it as part 2, which is a bit crap. So what the premise is, well, not the premise, but the back shot is the fact that, and I never got to the end, I'll explain why in a minute, that you kind of are left in limbo at the end of part 1 and there's no part 2. So instead of it being like, here's the end of part 1, part 2 is like the sequel, a bit more extra. You know, I've just recently played Siberia 1 and Siberia 2, so Siberia 2 carried on for Siberia 1, but you don't need to have played it. You can still kind of understand because it kind of tells you stuff as you play, but this doesn't, from what I gathered. Straight from the off, you're kind of like doing action, and you are eventually doing some detective work. When you load up the game and you got this mouse sensitivity thing, you think, well, my mouse is just zipping all over here, I'll drop my sensitivity down. So you drop it down to 0 thinking that's going to help, and it's still not doing all. It's still zipping around. You think, oh, okay, that's fine. So you start the game. Then you realise you can't move your mouse. That's because you put the sensitivity down because it was zipping all over the place. So you have to shove that back up again, otherwise you can't move. What it doesn't tell you in the controls is to double click your spacebar. It tells you to the spacebar is jump, and many times when I was losing the complete will of my life, when I jumped over one gap, which was fine, and I went to jump over the second gap, which was exactly the same sort in size as the other gap, and I kept falling to my death. And that's because eventually I accidentally double clicked the spacebar and I jumped. Boom, boom. I was like, what the hell? And I could jump up and stuff like that, and it was like, oh my god, finally. I think that actually wasn't to do that, that was to do with an air vent or something. I was trying to jump up and I could not figure out how to do it. It was driving me mental. The cutscenes are fine, they're a bit blocky, but you know, it's made for what, XP and Vista? Came out in 2008, so you know, and it's, when I say come out in 2008, it's a port from Nintendo, so there's a big giveaway there. It happens with ports a lot sometimes. So like I say, you eventually you're running around and you're shooting these bugs and stuff like that, and you're losing your complete sanity like I was. And then you do some detective work and then whatnot. Now the reason why I'm saying I never finished it is because I couldn't. When you read in Steam discussions, there's quite a few people that don't go very far for various things. For me, I got to a Bug's Dinner or something like that, I can't remember, a Bug's Life, that was it, where I was in a diner, and I was supposed to pick up some like contest forms and a pencil to hand out to the people in the diner, but I couldn't. I found the forms, but no pencils. I looked all over the place, could not find them. I looked on a walkthrough, it said they were by the counter with the contest forms, but they weren't. So then I restarted the level, and they still weren't there. So it's just like, well, I can't be bothered reinstalling the game to see if I can find a bloody pencil. Maybe for all I know that was the end, I don't know. But it was kind of annoying, I would say. I think that's the phrase I would use at the time. Like I say, it's decent, the graphics are decent. It is what it is. It's a game where you do some sort of adventure thing. You do walking on tight ropes and you know, and what like that. It's quite cool. But it's just that it was buggy. Get it? Buggy? Insecticide? Anyway. So, I think I'm not sure. I think some people that said it was good is because they completed the first part. People who didn't, probably because they couldn't complete the first part. It's like me. There you go. Anyway, like I say, hopefully you enjoyed watching this little game review of Insecticide Part 1. As I said, there is no Part 2. So, it is what it is. Do I recommend buying it? Get in the sale if you are going to get it, and be warned, some things might not work. Some things might. It might just be that you're lucky with that install, and the other people aren't. Give me the old thumbs up if you like this video. You can watch the full Let's Play. I've linked it here in the video. Write comments in the comment box below if you played it. You know, could you find the damn bloody pencils? And there you go. Okay, well, thank you and goodbye.